I do wear a suit on stage or a jacket, dress up a little bit because I feel like I'm at the age where I need to leave the house looking coffin ready. Just trying to make it easy on everybody, folks. That's all I'm doing, all right? Because I'm getting older. I'm 60 now, and I notice I get injuries, don't know how I get them. That's when you're getting older. Like I had this huge bruise in the back of my leg a while ago. My one daughter saw it. She goes, Dad, how'd you get that? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you don't know how you got that? Because she was shocked because she's young and in shape. You know how you got hurt when you're 18 years old, and that's where the train hit me right there. At this point, I'm just an old peach. I look down there going, that must be where I brushed up this escalator at the mall. So slow those damn things down. Everything changes when you get older. Your definition of fun changes. When you're young, fun is like bungee jumping, skydiving. You know what'd be fun for me? A nap. Nap where I dream about skydiving. That'd be a lot of fun right there. I just don't have the energy I used to have. A friend of mine says, well, that's because you don't have the level of testosterone you used to have. You know, as a man, you get older, your levels of testosterone drop. You need testosterone supplements. I go, yeah, that's just when I need testosterone. Have the anger of a 19-year-old, the reflex of a 60-year-old. There's a recipe for an ass kicking right there. I don't go out like I used to go out. Yeah, I thought, a while ago, back in my 20s and 30s, I was out every night, going to bars, chasing things, doing stuff. I don't go out that much. The only thing that's equivalent for me is when I go to Costco. That's the same as I used to go out to bars. When I go to Costco, I never know how much money I'm going to spend or what I'm going to bring home. My brain doesn't work like it used to work. I think I have very little room for information anymore. I think my hard drive's about filled. That's why I get real particular about what gets in there these days. Like a gas man came to my house trying to explain to me why I need a new valve for the water heater. Real nice guy, man, but he was getting into it and getting technical. I just said, save your breath, man, and do what you got to do. Because I'm afraid if you put that stuff up there, you're going to knock my parents' names right out. I mean, there's things I can't do, and I'm never going to do, and I just give up on it. Like, I can't do my own taxes. It's not like I'm a company or a corporation. I'm the simplest of simples, but I can't do it. I go to an accountant once a year. I treat this guy like a voodoo witch doctor. I go in there with a little hefty trash bag full of papers. Please remove this curse from my head. And a couple weeks later, a guy calls up. He's got a figure. I don't know how he does it. I don't care either. As far as I'm concerned, as soon as I leave his office, he burns my papers and throws some chicken bones on the dirt floor. Hey, refund. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, family, bless you. There's never a good time to get a letter from the IRS. My wife and I got a letter from a couple months ago that said that we made a mistake in our 2010 taxes, owed them money. I went, man, that money's gone. Don't have any 2010 money around. $11 or $12 either. You want some of this 13 money, better write another letter real fast. And if you owe the money, they want it all too. This happened a couple years ago. After the government kept all the money we had lent them for the year, accountant says you owe $2. I go, well, blow that off, right? $2. I go, no, you got to pay $2. Had to write out a $2 check to IRS. I couldn't imagine what the U.S. government's going to do my $2 check. And I know you weren't down the space shuttle going 10, 9, 8. Shydner's check in here yet? All right, stop the countdown. That's all we can do today. I've given up on ever making like big money on my own. The only chance for me to make any big money is to play the lottery. And I play the lottery, but I don't play it until it gets to be outrageous numbers, when it's a couple $100 million and people are parachuting in for other countries. The rest of the time I just walk up to 7-Eleven clerk, what's the lottery pull right now? 5 million? No, that's not worth a buck. Give me a Slurpee instead, will you, man? 5 million won't make a dent in my problems, pal. I'm always worried about making big money. I never notice how I waste a little money all the time. Like I can't believe I still have a landline. We have a landline in the house. I mean, a landline. Not only do I have a landline, but I gotta get one with all the options. I gotta get one with all the bells and whistles. Gotta get things like I got call forwarding. What about call forward? I don't go anywhere. Call forward to another room in the house. Where am I call forward to? Three-way. I've never three-wayed anything in my life. My favorite's call waiting. What happens with call waiting is I'm talking on the phone to somebody, I hear a beep. I put the one person hold, tell the other person I can't talk to them right now. That costs me $15 a month. There used to be a busy signal, did the job for free. Because the only people who even call on the landline are creditors, and I'll talk to them too. I got nothing to do in the daytime. Hello? No, yeah, it's Ritch Shydner. That's right, Shydner, yeah. Yeah, no, I know I'm late. I told the guy yesterday I was late. Don't you talk to each other? Is he in the office right now? Look around. Stand up. See if you see his head in another cubicle. Look around a little bit. Hey, are you even in an office? Is this one of these jobs you make money at the internet, sitting at home? Are you wearing any clothes? I won't talk to a naked man about my finance. I'll tell you that right now. You'll garnish my wages. I'm self-employed. It won't pay me. What do you think about that? I'll fire me. You'll never see your money. How's that thing? Because everything's a cell phone now. Everything's a cell phone, you know. My daughter's finally got me, you know, they just got me this iPhone last Christmas. Got sick of me walking around my 1990 steam-powered flip phone, you know. I'd put little wood chips in the bottom there. Heating up, heating up. This is way too much phone for me. It's got some apps I like. It's got a defibrillator app, which I find kind of handy. Clear. You know, if I'm sitting in a red light and I start to doze off, this jacks me up and I'm back in the game. That's the important thing. I just don't text as much as they do. They text, man. I mean, my daughters, man, when they're in the house, all I see is the top of their heads. They're bent over, and they got their two thumbs flying. You know, that's the young people's texting. You can tell somebody's age just by the way they text. Anybody my age, over 50, you're doing that single poke. You just kind of T-W. I hit the W instead. Shoot, I had to get back that up there. Oh, they just sent me 3 more texts. I'm 8 behind. I'm never going to catch up now. This is... just call me. Just call me. Because my daughter's generation are so addicted to their cell phones. If they ever knock the satellites out of the sky, if they're ever like a couple of days without cell phone service, they'll find thousands of dead teenagers by the side of the road. Just laying there waiting for further instructions. Where are we going to meet? I mean, there's only so far I'll go with any of this technology, to be honest with you. There's certain things. A friend of mine said, hey, won't you follow me on Twitter? I'm like, follow him on Twitter. I'm not that interested in my own life. Give a rat's ass what he had for breakfast. Because every time you turn around, there's another social website or something you're supposed to join. Remember MySpace? Remember how big MySpace was? Just like a couple of years ago, everybody's like, you gotta get on MySpace, Rich. You gotta get on MySpace, man. You go to MySpace now, nobody's on MySpace. It's a cyber ghost town. The only people on MySpace are sexual predators and police officers posing as 14-year-olds. That's the only people there. Everybody's over at Facebook. Biggest time suck ever invented. I go there just to check something out. 5 hours later, I find myself farming. Gee, I hope my cyber crops come in. Because you get addicted to the likes. You know, I post something, and I kind of check every 5 minutes to see if anybody liked it. Then I pay attention to see if they like mine, because I like their last post, you know, post. If they're not liking my post and I'm liking their post, I'll defriend them. That's what I'll do, I'll defriend them. That's become like a mob threat. I'll defriend you and your whole family. So I know it's about my kids. I mean, I know that. I mean, I do have kids. I don't know if I'm married. I have 3 kids. I'm on like the reverse retirement plan. I partied till I was 37. Now I work till the day I die. I love my kids more than anything, but nobody could possibly tell you how much they'll change your life. I mean, if anybody come up to me 25 years ago and something's going to come in your life, they'll prevent you from sleeping for more than 2 hours at a time. We'll constantly create industrial waste you must clean up. And we'll stop you and your wife from having sex for months. My first thought would have been, this thing must die. Describe it. We will hunt it down together, my friend. I mean, there's anyone that goes through experience and watch a woman give birth to a child, you gain a whole new level of respect for women. Because I'm convinced after watching my wife give birth to our 3 kids, if it was up to men to have babies, there'd be 8 people on the planet today. No lines, no waiting, 8 people. I mean, I always loved it when they call it the miracle of childbirth. I mean, you know, it's amazing, but the miracle of childbirth, come on, there's 8 billion people on the planet. Not so much a miracle anymore. Next kid that's born with a job, that's a miracle. Because there's stuff about they bring wealth with them. I don't know. I didn't see winning lottery tickets come out of there with a kid, I'll tell you that. It's a lot of stuff you got to get and a lot of stuff you got to do right off the bat. Like right off the bat, we had to go out and get a baby car seat. Now, these things are great, save kids' lives. I'm thinking, where were these things when we were kids? Remember that? The only chance you have, you saw Dad go for the brake pedal, grab something in the back seat. That's even if you were sitting in the back seat, not laying on that ledge in the back with your face up against the rear window. Dad hits the brakes, you ricochet around the inside of the car for a couple of minutes, land head first into a full ashtray. Secondary smoke my ass. And keep the windows up, it's cold outside. My dad smoked 2 packs of Pell Mell non-filters a day. We were like a Cheech and Chong car rolling down the road. Smoke billowing out, kids hanging off the bumpers. Because everybody brags about their kids when they're real young. That's when you hear everybody really brag about it. Oh, my kid was walking and talking when she was 11 months old. My boy was throwing a football when he was 2 months old. You never hear them bragging about when they're teenagers, you know. Hey, how's your boy doing? I don't know, talk to those rehab counselors. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Because those teens, man, those teenage years, that's the ones that separates the parents from the non-parents, man. That's when you're like, oh, man, there should be like a teenage island. They should just give them Australia. Just be there until they're human again and bring them back, you know. All of it, Lord of the Flies. I don't care, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's really amazing. I remember when my oldest daughter became a woman. That's how my wife, she came out of the bedroom one day. She goes, she's a woman now. That's what's happened. You know, that's why she's been acting the way she's acting. But she started, you know. And I knew what she meant, but I had no idea what it was going to mean to me. Until her and her mother linked up on the same menstrual cycle, and I became trapped in some sort of women's prison movie. I mean, I didn't know how to deal with her. I mean, one minute she was my little girl, the next minute it was like a scene from Walking Dead or something. I had no idea. I started treating her like a wounded wild animal. I'd come in the house, I'd come across the living room, I wouldn't move directly, I'd sort of zigzag across the living room, you know. Go sideways, not make any eye contact with her, you know, just kind of sidle up close, put my hand out. She was gonna hold it or bite it. Al, here's $20. I'll see you at graduation. Good luck. The girl's mother, I had 2 girls. The girl's mother, she talked to them about the sex thing. I didn't talk to them about that. If I'd gotten that conversation, it'd been a very quick one. If you see one, cut it off. I got the job of talking to them about drugs because that was my area of expertise. Couldn't really argue with that job assignment. I'd had a little drug experiment turned into a 20-year research project. But I was talking to them in 2003, and I hadn't done anything since '85. I'd quit drinking and drugging in '85, so I had no idea what was going on. Everything had changed. Even the pot was different. I mean, the pot we smoked back in the '70s, this stuff was nothing. You had to smoke a football field to get a buzz. When I researched the stuff they're smoking now, man, they germinate the seeds in the space shuttle, they grow in hydroponic bunkers 3,000 feet underground. One hit of this stuff, your family can't do math for 5 generations. I was going to be like an old guy talking to them. You kids don't know what it's like to have to clean your pot. You got nothing but buds. We had to clean our pot. You had to take an album cover and a shoebox, and you clean it. You had to separate the seeds and the stalks. You didn't want to get a seed in your joint and blow up in your face. That's a buzzkill of all buzzkills. You have no idea what it's like. All we had was shake weed. $20 for shake weed. You couldn't even get a buzz with it. You just had a black light and some Pink Floyd and shake weed. That's all we had. We were happy for it.